Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Beth, and this is favorite Oracle cards of the year. So, yeah, always, I tend to use Oracle cards a lot of times as guide cards, although I do readings with them. But often how I work on a regular basis is I pull two Oracle cards from different decks as basically guide energies for the week. Last week was Woodpecker. I had a woodpecker pecking on the freaking house. Yeah. Thank you, Animal Kin Oracle, for that one. So I tend to use them a lot in daily practice, daily card pull or weekly card pull. And as always, the Fred's Fairy deck is excluded because it would be on every year because I use that one all the freaking time. So Share is Sacred Creators. This is by Chris Ann. Beautiful deck. I used this for quite a while as an intention, as a week intention deck. I like the watercolorness of it. The book that comes with it is really, really good too. And it is slightly geared at people who have businesses and are spiritually inclined and heart-centered. But really it doesn't matter. If you're some form of creator, and even if that's creating the best life for you, this is a really good deck. So I highly recommend it. As with most independent things, I'm not sure what the status is as of now, but if you get a chance to pick it up, Sacred Creators or Golem deck, very good. So the next is Wisdom of the Oracle. It's a Colette Baron read, and I've kind of been sitting around most of the year, and then all of a sudden I picked it up and started using it quite a bit. There's the back. It's a beautiful back. I pulled this for a client, and then Rat's Round and Round popped into my head. I'm like, go listen to Round and Round by Rat. And she was laughing. She had a good laugh over that one. I'm like, I'm clairaudient, so that means I hear things, and often music is one way I get meaning from things, so yeah. I also listen to Round and Round by Rat because it's been coming up quite frequently. It's a good song. And this is one of my favorite cards in the deck, this regeneration of with this tree and magma. It's a pretty deck. Colin Barrett Reed always puts out a really nice deck. Even if it's not your thing, she does a beautiful job. And while there's similarities between the decks she creates, I don't feel like I'm repurchasing stuff. That was pretty. Imagine. Loyal Heart. I like how all these have bunting across the top too. And bunting's well, not all of them, I guess. This one doesn't have the bunting. A lot of them have the bunting. Now that I said they have bunting, now I'm like, oh, look, they don't. I must have been getting a bunch of bunting cards when I was using this. So, not all of them do. A lot of them do. Some of them don't. So that was Wisdom of the Oracle. The next is a deck that I was so sad to find out is no longer in print, and that's the Fallen Angels Oracle. If you come across this deck at a good price, freaking buy it. Beautiful digital collage, very cohesive. I love this deck. Currently working with it as a weak energy deck. And you read the snippets and they're all like, oh, so kind of scary and hardcore, and they're really, even the hardcore dudes are really quite lovely. I enjoy this deck a lot. And hopefully it will cycle back into print. But last time I looked, yeah, it was not in print. Sadness. And the only reason why I looked is I'd heard, I don't remember where it was. It might have been Facebook or Twitter. I don't remember which social media place I was at, and someone had mentioned this. And I'm like, no, it can't be true. And it was. So this is one deck I was very happy I did decide to buy, because you can no longer get it for a reasonable rate. Great deck, though. Wonderful injury choice. Wonderful to work with in terms of energy and messaging from the fallen angels. So if you do come across it, pick it up if you can, if it's a sane price, because sometimes things go out of print and it's like $5 million, and you're like, I don't think so. Does anyone pay that out of curiosity? I mean, let me know, because I see that kind of stuff. I'm just like, oh well, it will either come back into print, circle around, fall into my lap, or whatever. I don't. Yeah. This is Animal Kin. My friend gifted this to me a few years ago. Currently using this one as a weak energy. Woodpeckers last week. Peck in the house. Beautiful deck. I think there's a new version out that has the corners around it. Thank God. The rounded corners work better in a deck. Not that these are bad. Just, yeah. Cicada. We don't have cicadas up here. There was one night, a couple summers ago, where there was this giant bug. And it's the middle, it was like night. And it had to be night proper because it was summer, so it was after 11 because there was no glow. We have really long twilights, and it takes a while for residual sun to disappear. And huge freaking bug bonking on my window screen. It wasn't a moth or anything like that at night. I'm like, are you a cicada? I don't know. My only guess is it was a cicada. There's this. But I'm, not having really ever seen one. And it was night outside, and I'm on the second floor, so not like I can go out and easily look at it. It's not a bug we have up here. And she has peacock and peahen in this, which is I like. But she has the peahen as opposed to just the peacock. And the jellyfish one is one of my favorite. I just like that. One of my favorite cards. Beautiful deck. They're all beautiful though. Okay, moving on. So the last one is Windows into Worlds, which is not out yet because it's in creation and I'm creating it. I've been using this quite a bit. Okay, Windows finished. This is finished. Okay. I have two finished. Unfinished. What's in the unfinished? I haven't been in here in a while. Thinking I was going through this point where I'm like, need to do this, and it really made me not want to do it, and I had to back off and take some time away from this project to want to come back to it. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I want to work on this again. So this is what they start out like, and then they just layer upon layer. And if you check out the Friday card reveal, I've been using these and the Chakra Worlds card and the Found Oracle. Found Oracle. and my Goddess Divination tiles. I'm gonna work through them. So it starts out, you know, this way, and then moves into color. These are more finished. And since I've been working on it for a while, it's like around 50 cards I want. You know, there's some variation as this one's just a lovely picture. In how those are the unfinished, how they turn out. And these are the finished. Okay, so these are the paintings that I would scan to create the cards. I really like this. Is one of my favorite ones with the pyramids, and this is Windows into World. I've been working on it for a while. Bringing it out into the world. And the photos have come from Unsplash. Keeping all my piles separate. Okay. These might not. Ooh. Well, I like layering. I'm a layering freak when it comes down to it, and I liked that to leave some of the layers somewhat visible. And there's texture in these too. On the bottom layers is I tend to do it like a charcoal or a Stabilo on the blank page, go over that with gesso, and then I use a scratchy tool, and then it dries, and then I do some light language, and then adhere my picture down, or sometimes I adhere my picture down and then do light language. In the earlier ones, I was using a lot of ink sprays, and that kind of faded away, but there's still a lot of Stabilo and water media in there. So yeah, Windows into Worlds. It's my current baby. So let's make sure I'm putting it in the correct storage units. Eventually, I would like them to be available for sale, but I'm not there yet. I like Snake. Snake is my guy. I really like that Snake one. And sometimes your printer's growing, but it looks so cool. And since the concept of Windows into Worlds is that you're looking into these windows and other worlds, and so sometimes when your printer goes wrong, it doesn't matter. I was like, that's still cool. The current printer makes dark skins green shift, and it annoys me. It's like, I don't want green people. They're all a little Ephelba, frankly. And it kind of annoys me. It also has a magenta shift. When you do image transfers with it, you have a Canon, it shifts magenta. Someone else was, in the group I'm in, talking, was like, why is mine so magenta? I'm like, do you have a Canon? And just like, yeah. I'm like, that's why. Let's just go like that. Probably like this. Trying to keep them semi-cohesive. Energy. Oh yeah, Windows into Worlds. One of my favorite ones because it's mine and I'm creating it. And yeah, you don't realize quite. I like how it says Windows into Worlds undone. This one for the unfinished. Once you start creating a deck, it's really kind of interesting process. That, and since you're painting, since I also am painting everything, this is all painted in very mixed media. It's a process that I'm very enjoying, and I learned when I did the affirmation cards, which I was just like, I came home, I worked on those almost every day for 2 to 3 hours every day, and that got a little crazy. And I'm trying to remind myself as I create this that that was a little not fun by the end, in that I want this process to have more space in it than that one did. Yeah, that's why I had to back off for a while. But yeah, I think this weekend I'm gonna work on them some more. They're pretty close to being done, I think. If I come here somewhere between 40 and 50 cards, I'll be happy. So, alrighty. So that is this year's top 5 Oracle decks, and next week will be tarot cards. So everyone have a wonderful day and go out there and be the love in the world.